Yeah, Sunday, March 17th, 2003. So what you got here, dogs, is you have a species of hominid that uses worship of ideology to cleanse the mind of its natural recourse. So they can justify all kinds of things, like wishing extinction upon one another, and enacting extinction upon one another, and all them other godly delusions of horrific grandeur. So, I don't know. It wasn't like this 80,000 years ago. Before the ice age. Was it, guys? No, not for my species or yours. So, the question is, now how is we going to make them own up to what they are? That's clear, by getting them in the habit of telling it like it is, amongst one another. And those for all time beyond. And then making informed decisions. And getting rid of this nonsense that our belief, we're handed to satiate our beliefs and make them master our minds. Make the beliefs master our minds. Meow! Hey, kitty. Hopping fences today? Wow. Oh, they don't want to see a bump. Maybe some cats do. Yeah, well, and then, I don't know what. Cut them off so they can't wreck all the other life forms. I mean, what do you do? I guess that would be where the sun comes in with a ginormous motherfucking solar flare and shuts all your devices off. And the ensuing carnage that would unleash with all our doomsday bombs, nuclear reactors. Whether for making huge supercriticality and a thermal criticality in a thermonuclear bomb, or for boiling water and converting it to reciprocal motion and electromotive disruption to the magnetic forces of Weyer's dynamo. Which, by the way, is where all that nuke, that's where it eventually goes and belongs. That's why Earth has a magnetosphere and most other planets don't. We had one, we lost it. And we got pelted with some more supernova remnant that just happened to have fissionable actinides in it. And is able to regenerate its atmosphere more. That's, some planets get lucky, some don't. Some never have enough to begin with. There's all kinds of planets out there for whoever can get to them. There, you want to be God's Homo sapien, but you're not going to get there by going against the first meaning of life. All this needless murder. Needless. No fucking need for that whatsoever. this too many humans on the face of the earth nonsense. The only real problem is the way it's not distributed enough to where it's efficiently and sustainably used. Clearly. You want to divide it all up? Well, go ahead, But if you're going to go to that effort, you better make it so it's just a use lease. It has to be used properly. Hey, Cindy! And it can't be sold off. Hey, Cindy! Don't go anywhere. And then you can quit squabbling over who's got more and fighting and killing one another to take what another has, because all you can have is your 1/7 billionth, 8th billionth, whatever the fuck. And, you can't, pool it. And you can't, well, I'll just have 20 children and then their children will take over and we'll kill the neighbors and we'll take theirs. No, you got one and it goes back into the pool, so your offspring has the same chance as anyone in the pool of getting your neighbor's lot when he croaks and it comes up. So, yeah. And that's for the best. When you're scattered like that, you have to learn to get along amongst your own species, which is a grooming to get along with other species, starting with dogs, cats, whatever, what have you. Maybe you like rodents. Maybe you like spiders. Maybe you like cybernetics. That's your problem. Your preference. I happen to like dogs. The dogs pretty well generally like me, eh, Bear? What do you think? You've seen with a lot of dogs. Yes. Yeah, so there you go. And that's how you keep it fair. As everybody knows, when your genes are spread out, whether it's over a planet or over a solar system or over a galaxy, you've just almost certainly greatly increased your odds of surviving your genome line's extinction. So there you go. That's settled. There's just no greater rationale for that than to reason. Anything else is probably nonsensical greed. You take up all of the earnings of that year and tax them however you choose, and then everyone gets a fair share. Tax everything 100% or whatever. That's where it's at anyhow. After your certain share, whatever it works out to. At one point I had it at about $5,700 if every human had an equal share. If you want more next year, you better stop competing and start complimenting your neighbor or the guy in Australia or the guy in China. And then next year, if we've made another $7 billion, then everybody will get a $1 raise in what they can have before it's taxed. But let's make it directed taxation. Just like giving to a registered charitable organization. Yeah, well, here's, I gotta pay 10 grand or 1 grand or $500 or $1 million in tax this year, so where do I want to pay them to? Roads? Sewers? Airports? Hospitals? Schools? Harbors and public walkways? Space elevators? Mass drivers to send matter up into orbit for your life arc. There's something you can all get together of instead of getting together to buy bombs and poisons from the next guy over and use them on the other guy on the next guy over. Do something constructive. It's really not brain science. Okay. You got your direct taxation now, so you can decide how you want your money spent. And that's how society will have what it decides it collectively wants. So, you know, you may be able to scam $10 million worth of income next year, but you're only keeping your 1/7 millionth of a share. So, you know, the rest of that 995 of the million, you're going to have to give it to taxation, whether you just want to, you know, here, government, here's your share. Or you want your sales tax to go into making another road or another hospital. $0.11 that you have to pay without the bottle of water. Hey guys. What do you think, Cindy? Besides what they're doing is not working. 8,000 motherfucking years for you guys to get together, and you haven't done it and you're out of time. Like I said, 80,000 years we used to be something, and then nature ran out of time. Nah, time to glaciate your planet. You don't know how to stop it, and do fuck all about it, so dig holes in the ground, whatever. And, well, the next 70,000 didn't go too well, you know, living on the outskirts of the ocean. On the coastlines that wasn't froze up. And then it got worse again. Yeah, in 986 BC. And that was the end of my people. I would have been gone or two hadn't I been on the expedition to Epsilon Boots with the rest of the zygotes frozen in the ship and in the various pods. Yeah. Till Chicken Little there got nuked in 1958. Thinking it was coming down to help a ship that was having a core failure or something. No, that's just some crazy humans blowing off fission, hydrogen bombs in the upper atmosphere. Funny how cultures mix. Not saying there hasn't been lots of my kind around. I just don't know them. They're not really my kind because they bred through time. Just like Homo sapien did for 8,000 years or whatever they believe. Whenever they were created and pushed out of the Garden of Eve or Steve or Adam or Eve. Yeah. I don't know. The dog's stuck with you and now they're stuck with you and unless you fail to survive. So it's really not that hard. Do you want to live or do you want to die? Then you better get your shit together as a collective and stop practicing competition amongst one another's on to death and extinction. Don't know how many times I have to keep saying it, but I guess for as long as the earth keeps me alive. Basically, I think most of you guys, what's not just totally imagining it. You may very well be speaking to like a cloud computing system. Obviously, my ancestors had that technology, but I think you guys are, what can I say, apparently a product of some serious sea doggone culture that tried to resurrect my species, I guess, with a twist. I guess it was pretty hard to find DNA that wasn't damaged and wiped out your ancestors. Meow. Anyhow, enough of the Lonesome George wine and cheese. And I'm certainly not the first one. I can see lots of people have told this story in their own way. John Lennon and Yoko Ono there. Yeah, they said it really well in their peace campaigns. You just gotta absolve this ignorance that's allowing the peace to thrive and be created by man himself. Peace out, man. Peace out. Completely. Whilst you still can. We happen to like living and existing, even if it is under man's subjugation. We just don't want you extincting us. Or yourselves or anyone. Quit extincting. Yes. We can't love if we're dead. You can't be loved if you're dead. You can't be nothing. Get over your second reward for fucking up the first one and everyone else's nonsense. It's not real. Catch you later. I'm out of here.